Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 8 of the Art of Trying podcast. How are you going, Mum?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine.
You're good. My name is Brad.
Oh, I'm Lisa.
See, we're doing the introduction, Mum. We discussed this last
Yes,
week.
I'd forgotten about that.
It is a pleasure to have you along with us.
Yes,
Mum,
welcome.
Episode 8, Season 2.
Yeah, we're doing well, aren't we?
We are. We're getting through them.
Yeah.
We're getting through them.
Only 1 week where we haven't done one.
Only
Like-
one, yeah. That was the week before last.
When you couldn't be bothered.
No, we discussed this, Mum. It was, I had viable reasons. We all know this.
Okay.
We all know this.
All right. I feel like I should apologise for last week, Chi.
Why?
Well, my life's clearly boring. And I must have bored a lot of people out there because, as you just said to me, we talk about statistics, all right, and stuff sometimes. And, Brad tells me, I can see exactly where people drop off.
Yeah, it was just as we started organising your life.
Yeah. So thanks. I'm boring.
No, it's not. No. It's not because you're boring, Mum. You're not boring. It's just
The content was boring.
content is boring. And that's fine. We're not. Like I said, we're not going to hit it every week. We're
No.
not, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, it is. It's fine. If you guys have got any ideas, and please send them through. Cause
Yeah, because we're struggling.
we're dying out here. No, we're not. We're not struggling, Mum.
No, we're fine.
We have some wonderful people on our show.
Yeah,
that
we do.
We have discussions with.
We do.
This week
Yes.
we sat down with Jacqueline
Mühlke.
Sorry, it's only because I don't know how to pronounce. I know Jackie personally. It's only because I struggle to pronounce her surname. I'm sorry.
Mühlke.
Jacqueline Mühlke, who started her own business, Mühlke Yoga and Meditation. She started that this year, so it's a brand new business, Mum.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think it's amazing that
started
she's
this year?
done that last year.
She started last.
through
Sorry, I keep
COVID.
forgetting we're in the beginning of. Yeah.
And I think that's a testimony to her because you know what? If your business can survive last year, and actually not a bad year
Especially
to start up, to be honest.
Like a brand new business,
Yeah.
like baby business,
Yeah.
if that can survive last year, done well.
And she's lovely. She's very, as I said to you, there was a very, very different vibe to that interview than we've done with previous interviews. And it just reflects the work that she does because it was a very zen sort of vibe, wasn't it? It was very relaxed and she's lovely to talk to and she's very soft. So I would imagine in a yoga session, she'd just be exactly the type of person that you want there, supporting you with your whatever
With your stretching.
moves
It's not just
doing.
stretching. I shouldn't just say that because there's a
it's
lot
not.
more to yoga.
It's very
lot more.
complex yoga.
Very complex.
I mean, I say that from no experience whatsoever,
Very complex, Mum. I've had a tiny bit of experience,
which she goes into.
which we delved into a little bit.
Best left there. But no, she was really lovely. She's just got a lovely aura about her.
Mum, enough.
Okay.
Enough. Let's just dive straight into
Let's do it.
straight into the interview.
The
Hope
what?
you got. I'm sorry. Just funny, Mum. There's a couple of times in the interview. I didn't bring this up. A couple of times in the interview where I mispronounced a couple of words, but because everybody was talking, nobody heard it.
I was going to say I would have brought that up if I'd heard it.
There was a time where I said yoga and medication.
I mean,
But
to
because
be
everyone
honest,
was talking, I was like, So if you pick up on that,
so if you can hear it.
If you hear it, I've acknowledged it, so you can't make fun of me for it. But let's just jump straight into the interview right now. Hope you guys enjoy. Good morning, everyone. How are you going, Jackie? Absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Hi, Jackie.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. How are you both?
Oh, very well
Very
for
well,
this
thank you.
Thursday morning. Oh no, I just
I'm
realised
looking
I've dated
forward to
it.
this one. I'm looking forward to this one because it's nice with your meditation, your mindfulness. It's going to put us into a nice space.
Yeah, keep all
Bit of a
relaxed.
Yes.
Yes.
Get
So
your day
first,
started.
Jax will do exactly what we do with everybody that comes on the show. The elevator
worst
pitch.
question.
The elevator pitch, the 1 minute bio. Who are you?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Well,
Go.
I'm Jackie. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Jackie. I am a yoga teacher, and I've just started up my own business teaching Hatha and Ashtanga yoga. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell, among many other things. I do lots of other things too, but yeah,
Wonderful.
yoga is what I'm focusing on at the moment.
What were those two things you said?
Yes, I was
Hatha
going to say that I got lost there.
Oh, Hatha and Ashtanga yoga. So that's what I'm sort of that's what I specialize in my yoga teaching.
So yoga
Yeah.
just
So
isn't just yoga.
there's many styles of yoga. So
Right.
Hatha and Ashtanga are probably your most traditional yogas, styles of yoga that stem from, the ancient Indian, 15,000 years ago sort of thing. So it's a very old style.
Wow. Just thought yoga was yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We learn something every week, Brad. That's amazing.
We certainly do.
So you've got your business, which is Mühlke Yoga and Meditation.
Yes, Mühlke Yoga and Meditation. Yes.
And what was your inspiration behind that?
Behind the name or just the business?
Just the business and the name.
And the name?
Yeah, why not?
Well, the name it's my surname, so why not keep it to who I am? And yeah, the inspiration behind it is sort of, I love yoga. Yoga has helped me tremendously in my journey with me, with my anxiety, and I really just have such a passion for that and want to share that with others. I want to help others, see how yoga can help them and improve their lifestyle and well-being.
So it's obviously been a part of your life for a while. When did you actually start doing yoga, and when did you then take that into your business?
Yeah, so I first started learning yoga or found yoga about 6 years ago now. And yeah, I just fell in love with it. I'm not one that loves a lot of exercise. I've never loved, I just could never do it. Could never get to the gym, could never find something that I loved. But I started doing yoga classes because everyone goes, oh, yoga's so good, it's so good for the mind, the body. And it's like, yeah. It wasn't until I actually started going to classes that it was like, oh, this is what everyone talks about. This is
You have that moment where it's
moment. And the penny dropped, and just you have to experience it, like a lot of things, experience it to then understand more what it's about. And so anyway, I fell in love with yoga, and then it was like about 12 months ago, maybe 18 months ago now, I was like, I could do a course and teach this, and share with everyone else my love and passion for yoga. Because why not?
Why not?
I love that.
Why not?
Love it.
Did you do your teaching in Australia? Did you do your training in Australia, or did you go overseas?
Yeah, no, I did my teaching in Australia. So it's I did it with a school called Yoga and Meditation School of India. So it isn't an Indian school, but they are in Australia that teach it. So they teach it all around Australia. And that was via Zoom. With the COVID.
Yes.
Of course.
How did you do yoga via Zoom?
Yeah, it wasn't ideal because, it's so much better, obviously, being in the room. But because of COVID, you've just got to keep on going, hey?
Yeah,
and Zoom is there, and it, able to access everything.
Do your best in a bad situation.
It worked. Yeah, that's it.
So you spoke there about mindfulness. How would you say how does doing yoga help with mindfulness, and how does it sort of help with mental health issues that people may have?
Yeah. So when I found yoga, so I suffer from severe anxiety. And when I found yoga, my anxiety was improving, and I didn't know why, but I just kept going back to yoga. I was like, well, it's making me feel good. It's making my anxiety better. So I kept going back and back. Then when I started teaching yoga and learning more about it, more in depth. So yoga is a mindful practice in itself. So when we focus on our breath, you always hear teachers say, oh, focus on the breath, come back to the breath. And you're like, yeah. But when we actually do focus on that breath, as well as integrating that into the yoga practice, that becomes a mindful practice in itself. So through practicing this mindful practice of yoga on a regular basis, then we can learn to control our thoughts, our thought patterns, and actually grabbing hold of that thought before it enters into our consciousness. So, you can catch yourself sometimes when that negative, talk comes into your head, like, oh, Brad, come on, like, what are you doing? You could do better, or whatever that, that negative, that voice that we all have.
That voice is all too familiar in my life.
Yeah. We can actually grab that before and be like, hang on, no, that's not, that's just a thought. That's not, who I am. And just, even mindfulness can help with our reactions to a certain situation and events that can, that helps with the nervous system. So that fight and flight response, trying to calm that in a situation that is in a fight and flight response, that we don't need that high nervous energy there. And that's all help towards and calming that. So, and you'll always hear people say after they've done a yoga class, oh, I just felt so calm and relaxed. And that's why, is because it is a mindful practice.
And it brings you to the moment, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Would you say that there's like at the beginning, there's this sort of hump that you've got to get over? Because I've done yoga, and you were talking there about the breathing. You got to focus on the breath. And I remember the instructors always saying, focus on your breathing. And I was trying so hard to focus on that, but I was actually in a lot of pain everywhere else because I was stretching parts of my body that haven't stretched before.
Yeah.
Would you say that there's like this sort of big initial hump that you got to get over, and then you're sort of in that zone of...
Absolutely. Like, with anything, you've got to do something a few times to actually have an understanding. And the first yoga class you go to, at the first few, you don't even know what you're doing half the time. You like looking at other people, trying to figure out, okay, where is my arm or my leg going? You're not even listening to the teacher. You're not in the moment at all. Like, you just, everything on the outside. But once you get over that...
Wow, Mum.
It's on thingy, but because it's a family member, it overrides that.
Well, hang it up.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. That's fancy.
Hung up. Just hung up on a family member. There we go.
Good. They
Sorry,
should know.
James.
They should know.
If he rings me back, I might have to answer it.
Please carry on, Jacque. Sorry
anyway,
for that.
coming back to the
Really
moment.
rude introduction.
Yeah, no. Oh, good. These things happen. You definitely need to get over that hump. You definitely do. And then once you do, you can actually listen to what the teacher's saying and go and focus on your breath and come to it, because you kind of know what you're doing there. And you just need to give it a few shots and you'll get there. Like anyone, like anything, you got to try it a few times.
It's a bit like
acting, Brad.
Yeah.
It,
and with acting, Bradley, you have to learn how to breathe, don't you? And then you go on to the acting part. It's almost like you need to conquer one side. And as you say, so go a couple of times and sort of think, okay, so this time I'm going to really think about my breathing. And then next week I'll incorporate my legs and my arms and where they need to be. So how do you think that knowing the art of yoga and meditation then has helped you in starting your small business?
Yeah, absolutely. Doing yoga on a consistent basis, daily, has, in terms of how it's helped me start my own business, it's really given me the confidence that I needed to take that first step in saying, okay, I'm going to do this. Also giving me the tools that I need for me personally with my anxiety to help control my anxiety so that I can do what I want without my anxiety getting in the way of those things.
Yeah.
That's for me personally. But yeah.
Oh, so is there any advice then that you would give someone who was trying to start out on a business of their own? Is there what sort of advice would you give them?
Yeah, I would say there's a couple of things. One, I would say just do it. Like if you're someone that's thinking, okay, I want to start my own business in this or a partnership or whatever that is, just take that first step. But also it's so important to have, I think, a love and a passion for what you're doing, because when you have your own business, there's a lot of things that you might not necessarily like doing that you have to do in, to start a business, to promote yourself. Now with social media being such a big thing, all businesses need to be on that. So there's lots of different aspects of running your own business that you need to think of.
Not just about doing the bit that you love. There's an awful lot of other stuff around it that you need to be comfortable with. Yeah,
absolutely. And like if you don't have that love and passion for it, it makes it harder to come back to why you originally started the business in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, like with acting as well, like acting is such a thing that why would so many actors put themselves through that difficult business choice or career when if they didn't love it? Because it's such a hard industry to get into, like, and you get so much rejection, so many no's, that you have to love it, because that's what, and then you can come back to that, and why am I doing this again? Why am I doing this again? So for me, it's, I love yoga and I want to share that with so many people and how that can help them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't tell you, Mum, Jackie's also an actor.
Yeah. I know. I didn't. Sorry, that was my fault. I didn't put that in my 1 minute.
Yeah, I was going to say that wasn't at the beginning.
That's all right. Jackie was in my. We did our 16th Street training together.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We did.
We also have another connection as well. Your sister-in-law.
Bradley's.
Oh yeah. Eloise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
How about that? So you were friends obviously before?
Yeah. So Elle and I went to school together, and then I met Bradley, and then we were like, and they just
how fantastic!
Now,
crazy, right?
So you didn't know? You obviously didn't know that Ellie knew Jackie when you met her at 16th Street.
Are you talking to me? No, I didn't.
I think we sort of figured that out.
Yeah.
At 16th Street.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Small world.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Fantastic.
I know.
So Jackie, I've tried doing yoga, as I stated before. When you began your journey into yoga, mindfulness, was there any sort of resources that you use and you found that you found helpful, whether it was like an app or like a website or a whatnot, that somebody who hasn't done it before would be able to use?
Like me.
Like Mum?
Yeah. So this is hard because, this day and age is so overwhelming with what's out there on the internet. There's so much. There's almost too much sometimes that it can be quite overwhelming. For me personally, I'm someone that has to drag myself to a physical class.
Okay, yeah.
That's just how I work. I tried to do YouTube tutorials, there's yoga instructors apps that they have now, you sign up and you do like a 30-day free trial. And then I just really struggle with the whole, I almost find there's like, you lose some sort of connection with the technology for me with yoga. Because it is something that I feel you just need to be in that space, in that environment. It does create a sort of energy. So I mean, I'm sure there's plenty out there, but Zoom's great these days because you can have that live interaction. So you've still got that other person live on the other end teaching the class and sort of pushing you. So that, I guess that's an option. But yeah, that's really tricky.
Would you be doing Zoom classes at in your thing?
I do, yeah. So I offer Zoom classes. Yeah. I'm also in the process of trying to find a space because it's a bit difficult at the moment because we're kind of still in COVID and kind of not. So things are starting to open up again. But there's a lot of spaces that you can't hire out just because of hygiene reasons. So yeah, still in the process
Whereabouts
of
are you whereabouts are you looking to sort of base?
So I'm in like sort of like the Bayside, Kingston area of Melbourne. So southeast. So sort of looking around that area. That's a bit more local. But I can travel as well to people's houses. I do that with a few clients, is go to them to do private one-on-ones with them. But I do want to find like a space where we can all come together and practice
So
together.
it's
Would be
always nice
awesome.
to have like a studio like thing.
Yeah.
Mum knows all about that.
Yeah. It does make a big difference having people in a purpose space. I think they feel as well, your clients feel like it's I don't know, they feel like it's value for money almost. It's not I'm in something specific rather than just in someone's front room or whatever. Not that you can do yoga obviously anywhere. It does, but people do like to feel like that, and especially with I think a lot, as you say, a lot of people like to do it in a class and have other people there. I'm not that type of person. I'm definitely someone that I'd like to watch it on a screen and do it myself. I'm not in a room with a lot of other people panicking about whether I'm doing it right.
Some people can get quite intimidated by the group classes, which I totally understand because I've been there before, especially when you're new to yoga and you don't know what you're doing. It can be quite intimidating. But also with the being at home, a lot of people prefer a place to kind of go to because it can be hard for people to disconnect at home. So like, especially with like everyone working from home at the moment, if you've got kids and pets sort of around the house, it can be quite distracting. And trying to find that balance, I guess, can be difficult for some.
Yeah. Talking about intimidating, I have a story. I went to a yoga class at my gym. It was a while ago. They were doing a yoga class there, and it was yoga for beginners. And I thought, perfect for me.
Oh, perfect.
Absolutely perfect. Walked in, found my space. I don't know what beginners they're teaching, but it was not for beginners. It was started off really good. Like I was doing a downward dog. Great, I can do that. All of a sudden, we're on one foot trying to balance another foot up hie. I was like, this is what the hell? I was expecting a few little stretches. Come on. But no, my foot's up above my head.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's not beginner.
And everybody was doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody was like really good.
Did you find out whether that beginner's class had actually been running for about 12 months? So they were like 12 months into the beginner's class.
But I was like, this is not what I signed up for.
No, and that can be, and you're not going to go back after that too.
I didn't.
So if you get a really bad first impression or experience with yoga, you'd be like, oh no, I'm never doing that again. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be hard with the gyms.
Yeah.
But good on you for trying, Dudley.
I gave it a good go.
Yeah, good on you.
One time only.
Jackie, what's your favourite yoga position? Go.
Oh, forward bends, back bends, balancing. I don't know. There's too many. I love it all. I really do. But
I don't know.
I do love them.
I just love a downward dog.
Oh,
I don't think I can do it.
or Shavasana. That's a lot of people's favorite, just lying down on the floor.
Yeah, that's me. I'll be that one.
Nodding off. Yeah.
That sounds lovely.
Go-to.
I did actually fall asleep doing that position once. It was in one of our 16th Street classes.
Oh my gosh, yes, because we did some yoga at 16th Street, didn't we?
We did, and it was great. And then she always finished with that position lying down.
Oh, I did.
It was great.
I did a lot of sleeping in 16th Street. Voice class was one of them.
Which probably isn't a good. Yeah, which probably isn't a good thing considering the amount of money we spent on it.
I know. Oh my God. I tried to put that in the past. Good times though. Good times.
Well, Jackie,
learning curve.
Just to finish this off, is there anything you're sort of watching these days, listening to? What's caught your eye or ears at the moment?
Well, it's like podcasts are so good, aren't they? Because we're we're just always on the go these days, and you can just chuck in your earphones on the train and whatnot. I'm loving audiobooks at the moment, though. I've just gotten onto audiobooks.
I had a big audiobook phase.
Yeah.
I haven't actually downloaded it yet. I want to. But do you know what? I'm one of these people that goes, I want to listen to a book. I don't want to pay for it. How stupid is that?
Yeah.
I'd have to go. I know. But the thing is, I love a good book. And I'm a reader, as in I sit down, I read a book. I have to be on holiday and I read the whole thing. So I like the idea of audiobooks, that someone is reading it to me and I don't have to. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it'll take as much time. But how stupidly I'm like, I don't want to pay for it though.
Yeah, because you feel it's like not a physical sort of that you can hold and grasp.
Yeah, just got to think about who you're paying, Mum. You're paying the author, but you're also paying like the voice actor who's reading it. And
I just finished Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights.
Oh, I've got the physical book. Haven't started reading it yet. But
that's
you
why
haven't.
Audio, but he does the audio, so it's great. As you can imagine. He does the audio, so he's so entertaining. Such an audible voice. But I've also, what have I been watching? I've been watching. I think I'm a bit behind on the game on this one, but Sex Education on Netflix.
Further than me because I haven't watched it.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good.
But it's British. It's quite an old one though, isn't it?
I think it came out during the first lockdown last year.
Oh, did it? Oh, I thought it was older than that.
I think. Oh, really? I don't know.
I thought it was older than that. Yeah, no, it was because I remember discussing with people, like face to face. So.
And the times when we could get together.
Wow.
Well,
it's British as well. So
it is a British show. British do good shows.
Yeah, it is a British show. Yeah.
They do.
I heard an Australian wrote it though, so but I'm not sure on that.
Oh.
Possibly.
Why not? But yeah, I've been watching Sex Education is what I've been doing lately.
Cool. Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Jackie, absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you so much for coming, Jackie. It's been wonderful to talk to you.
Yeah, just take a minute to plug your socials and stuff.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah, take
okay. So Instagram. Everyone's usually on the Instagram. So it's Mühlke Yoga and Meditation. Same as Facebook, and then my website, which is actually just mühlkeyoga.com. Thought I'd keep that one a bit shorter. But yeah, you can find me on those.
And how do you spell Mühlke?
Oh, okay. So you go Muhlke.
Muhlke.
Yeah. It technically has the umlaut on the U, but they don't let you do that on URLs these days.
Oh, the thing.
Socials. Yeah.
Umlaut.
The things.
So
the
two dots. The two dots above the U. Yeah. So
I'm educated.
I've got a couple of,
Anyway, we'll put up your socials, won't we? So people don't have to worry about the spelling.
Thank you.
Thank
you guys.
Go and check out Jackie's stuff. Absolute pleasure to have you on the show, Jax.
Thank you. Pleasure being here.
Wonderful.
Lovely to see you.
And you too. Have a great day, guys.
You too.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
And then we have it. Interview done. Interview over. I keep calling it. It's not an interview. It's a conversation. God,
conversation. Didn't you call them informations or
information? No, I said
not information.
Infomercials.
That's an actual word. Information.
Hi, welcome to our infomercial.
It's not an
infomercial, Mum. It's in conversation. It's an in conversation.
In conversation.
That's just the title of the stuff, Mum. That's just the title I use. But this is it's a conversation, not an interview. I need to stop. Because it's not an interview.
No, it's not.
I don't want it to be, because I want it to be like a discussion, like a conversation. We've spoke about this before. We're rehashing content now.
You need to think about what you're going to call it then. So did you pick up where he was yoga and medication? Hope so.
It was at the end there. So. There was a couple of other times where I messed up, but that's all right.
No, she was good. I really enjoyed that. She was very
Jackie's fantastic.
lovely
Jackie
young
is
lady.
Fantastic. And yeah, I loved the insight to silence is not good for a podcast, apparently.
It's good for your mind.
I loved the God, it's gone. It's absolutely gone. No, I loved her insight into mindfulness in business, and how it can assist you and all that sort of stuff. Maybe you should get into that, Mum.
I do
mindfulness.
I do mindfulness already, but thanks for noticing.
Do you?
Oh shit! Yes, I do.
Yeah, but you do. Oh, yeah, we've discussed you do meditation.
Yeah,
Or medication. I do medication.
You obviously haven't taken yours today. Jesus. No, mindfulness is a big part, and I guess when she was talking about mindfulness and yoga, I don't necessarily get the yoga side of it because I haven't done it, but I'd like to try it. And that's where I was trying to say when you were saying, do you get over that hump? And is there something you have to get over before you can enjoy the whole lot? And I guess that's where I was trying to come with the whole, if you can do the mindfulness or get the mindfulness and then concentrate, and you'll be able to then get the yoga.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I definitely think you'd go really well in a yoga class, like a beginner's yoga. Actually, probably not with your back. No, we shouldn't say that. No, don't go do a yoga class, Mum. You'll probably break your back.
Maybe later on in life, and definitely not your beginner's class, because that didn't sound like beginners at all.
It wasn't a beginner.
But no, meditation and mindfulness is a huge part of what I do as well. I realise that I do have to bring that in, because I do get times when I just get overwhelmed with stuff, and you just go, and it's just too hard, and you have to bring yourself back to the moment. Which is obviously what she talks about a lot, is understanding where you're at in the moment that you're in. And I think that's important from a business point of view as well, that you're not always going to be liked by everyone. Not everyone is going to like what you do.
Certainly are not.
And you have to give yourself a thick skin, I think, for that. So, and obviously she'd spoken about her anxiety and how the mindfulness helped her overcome that to be able to start her business. So yeah, incredibly important mindfulness and people do it in everyday life. I think that don't understand that they do. Your dad's a prime example. What does he think of yoga?
I know. He always mocks the old meditation.
He's
like,
let's all sit cross-legged and
all that. But he comes home and he does. He takes 5 minutes just to.
He came home the other day and he was like, I had a foul day. I'm going upstairs 5 minutes, and lays on the bed and listens to mindful music. Yeah. And yet I say to him, "That's you being mindful," and he's like, "No,
that's meditation, Dad.
No, don't do that stuff."
No.
Yeah,
typical bloke. Am I right?
But we all do it, and we don't. It's called different stuff for us.
It's a huge part in actors as well. The whole mindfulness and relaxation is huge, plays a huge part in actors' lives and actors performing. I'm a huge believer of actors cannot perform unless they're relaxed. They cannot.
Yeah. No.
To be able to execute that mindfulness and maybe use yoga, maybe use meditation to help you get to that state of relaxation is a pinnacle.
It should be part of our education system.
It should.
It should be something that we learn from a very young age to be able to be mindful of our breath and just of our own bodies and how we move and how we breathe. And
I agree.
And just
too busy playing footy, Mum. Too busy playing cricket and footy.
But it wouldn't be seen as this whole that's for her, or that men don't do that sort of thing. They wouldn't be seen like that if we all just did it through primary school and it was just taken through our lives as a normal. That's a human thing to do, and I think it is a human thing to do. We all need to relax and just take a moment.
We all need to relax. I like that, but we all need to just bloody relax.
We do.
Too much shit goes on. Just calm down.
Yep.
Relax.
Calm.
Because then what you could do is you can then, once you've got to that point of relaxation, mindfulness, you can then sort of attack, whether it's like your small business or being an actor or whatnot. You can then attack it. I shouldn't say attack. Attack's very violent.
It's quite aggressive, that word.
Oh, what's another word? You can then go at it? No. You can... What do I say? I'm trying to say from a different angle. Go at it, or approach. That's the one. You can then approach it from a different angle, a different mindset.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then that can open up so many other doors.
It can. Yeah. There we go.
Relax, guys.
Just relax.
Take a moment, even if you're listening to this, whenever you're listening to this, even if today you could take 5 minutes and just be with yourself, be with nothing else, and just relax and be mindful.
And that does
wonders.
And that does come down to your breathing. Just even if you
It does.
just sit and be aware of your breathing.
Yeah, people don't understand is that's essentially what meditation is, right?
Yes.
You sit down and you are just literally being aware of your breathing.
Yeah,
and
where it
focus on
comes
your
from,
breath.
how long you're breathing in, how long you're breathing out, how long you actually hold your breath as well, and that's a
hold my
normal
breath
thing. It's a
all the
normal
time.
thing to do when you're in everyday breathing.
Not a good thing for actors though. Holding the breath.
No, but I mean holding the breath as in if you are aware of your breath, you will be aware that the fact that you breathe in and you don't breathe out straight away.
No.
There is that moment where you are holding. Not to a point where you're like, okay, that would be silly. Yeah. But if you were just aware of your breathing, you will be aware that you actually don't just go like that. That's hyperventilating. Don't do that.
Don't do that,
That's,
Mum. Jesus.
That's not going to help you.
Yeah. Just sit down, take 5 minutes, be aware of your breath, and just relax.
Yeah, relax.
Just relax,
Chill out.
guys. Oh,
I feel very chilled after today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Now you can approach your work today
I can.
from another
for a different
angle, from a more relaxed and
Yeah.
mindful state. And
I will.
That's gonna,
I feel like I'm going to have a Zen day.
wonderful.
Nice.
All right, guys.
Hope you do.
Episode 208. Episode 2? No. Episode 8, Season 2. Season 2, Episode 8.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
guess I'm confused. That's it. That's done. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow us at The Art of Trying podcast and follow Jackie over at Mühlke Yoga and Meditation. She shouted out her Instagram, her website. Go and check her out. She's doing fantastic things. Show her some love.
Yes, lovely
And we
lady.
shall see you next week where we do have another guest.
We
Mother.
do.
We do.
We do. Very exciting.
Should I announce it? Should I announce it? Should I announce it?
Nah. Go on then.
All right. Next week we have wonderful, wonderful man Lee Champion coming on the show. He is an actor, singer. Just released his new, released his new EP.
That. Go listen to it before you listen to
I
him.
can't pronounce the word misanthropist. Am I pronouncing that right? Misanthropist. I can't even pronounce the word philanthropist. It's a big word. But go check it out. He's just released that. It's on Spotify. He just recently released his music video, so go check him out. He'll be on the show next week. We'll be chatting everything all about that. Yeah, exciting times. Catch us next week. Have a good week, everyone, and we shall see you then. Goodbye.
Bye.